everyone. Welcome back to the Coding Adventure. I'm Tiffany. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a change that I made to my AU class this year. It was the Code Keepers Vaulted Path to Success. If you haven't had an opportunity to review that, I'll put a link in the description of this video. So you'll be able to view it on the Autodesk University catalog. And there's also materials there that you can download that are in GitHub. And this is kind of what we're going to talk about today, a change to those materials. So the change that I'm talking about is a change to the way that the external rules are gathered. So currently, or before this change, the original way of gathering the external rules were to look in that main external rule folder and then get all the files associated with that folder. I had a request from someone who came to my class that he had a different setup where nothing was in the main external role folder, but he had files within folders, so subfolders within that folder. So I'm going to show the two different ways of doing the or having your folder set up, where you can have your files in the main folder and within a subfolder or subfolders. I also have it to where it looks recursively through the folder that you tell it to. So it should gather all of the folders within that folder to have them displayed within the add-in. So we will look at this routine, get files by folder. That was the one routine that was changed. It is within the Vault Utilities class. I already have Inventor loaded, so let me get it loaded. So this is the original way, and I'll show you what the local directory looks like. So just ignore this. This is the new way that we're doing it, but all the folders will, or all the external rules that are within that external rule folder will get downloaded on startup. So let's move that away and we'll just close up. And I'll just kind of step through the code and tell you what's kind of going on. Okay, so we'll just step through that. And this is going to get the folder ID for the folder that is the external rule folder name. And it is not nothing. So it's going to return the files that are found. So this method is in the Inventor API or Vault API that get latest files by folder ID. So you use the folder ID, you find the folder, which is found here, get folder by folder name. It returns a folder, and then you use the folder ID to return the files for that folder. And because we're set up in a way where all the files are in Vault and they're at that main directory, it's going to just return those files. And we'll just go ahead and you can see that all the external rules that I have are currently there, and they also got downloaded here. So we're going to change a few things. So I'm going to just delete these, and I'm going to move those files within Vault into a subfolder that I've designated. Yes, I want to move them. Okay. And now we'll just on startup, I'll show you what is happening. Okay, so it does the same thing. It gets that main external rule folder, and the files that are in that subfolder there's no files associated with those that folder. So we're going to try to get the subfolders, and the subfolders have files, and it's going to loop through those files or the folders, the subfolders. And like I said, right here, you can see that I have this set to true. If you don't want to do recursive, just change this. I think the default is false. Yeah, it should be false. No, I guess you have to set it. It's not optional. So yeah, just change this to false if you don't want to do recursive within those subfolders. So like if you don't have subfolders within subfolders within subfolders or any sort of combination of that. Um, and then we're going to use the get latest files by folder ID, but in this case, we're going to use the subfolders folder ID. So here we gathered all the subfolders, and then here we're going through all the subfolders and using their folder ID to get the files that are associated with that folder. And once we have found the subfiles, we add them as a range to the list of files that was created up here. And then because there's only one, it just went through at one time. And then if the count is greater than 0, then we're going to return the array of files. So just, and you see how there's the list of files, and then now inside of this, we also have that rule folder, and then all the files got dropped into that folder instead of being at the top level. Another addition that I added, and this was mainly for debugging purposes, was the clear external rule path button right here. This set external rule path was already in the add-in at the time I did the class, but after doing some debugging, I noticed that if you needed to change it away from something or from the path that I have it set, it made it difficult to set the path for the external rules. So I added this in here. You may not ever use it, but it's there. If you ever want to clear the external rule path, it will. That's typically done through the API. So it will clear the stored external rule path that's actually that's stored in the API. And then you can set it. If you have difficulty, you can clear it and set it to whatever path that you want it to do, you want it to point to. And then once you save the file and close Inventor and open it back up, it should be just set and you shouldn't have any issues with that. Well, that was all I wanted to cover today. I know it was a short change, or small change, but I hope that it helps. somebody make their Inventor add-in a bit more useful. If you have more additions that you would like to see in this add-in, comment below or just message me. And I'll make sure and add the links to the video and the data set in the video's description. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk soon. We'll talk soon.